Okay people, this is Merlin Schumacher with a deck feature for my deck I ran at the WCQ Europe. I went X3 and lost on the bubble pretty much to the worst Darkworld play ever, but that's a different story. Yeah, have a look. The main deck's pretty slim. It's like the narrowest monster lineup I could possibly fit in. It's just triple Bro, triple Gruffer, triple Snow. This deck focuses on drawing as much as possible and getting out double or triple Gruffer as fast as possible, controlling the pace of the game, and shutting your opponent's moves down with Dark Bribes and Skill Rain. Okay, for the draws I ran Card Destruction, triple Dealings, triple Drag Down, and triple Gates. I also ran Foolish to get the Gruffer, triple Upstart to lower the total amount of cards I ran, pretty much. So I basically just ran 37 cards. I ran triple Gateway. Gateway worked out amazing. The card's so good, can't even tell. Yeah, it just brings back small Dark Worlds in your opponent's end phase, bounce them for Gruffer for +1, recycles your Snows and Bros. Brings back 3k beat sticks like Gruffer with the field spell out of nowhere. The card is just so flexible, so good. I wouldn't even cut one. Then I ran the Reborn over Dark Hole because I found Dark Hole was not really necessary. You always had the 3k beat sticks or this guy here, Helopolis, to get rid of stuff you couldn't get rid of other ways. So I never really missed Dark Hole that much, except for that one timeout match where he spammed the field with windups and I couldn't deal enough damage, even though I ended with triple Gruff on the field and all that. A Dark Hole would have been handy in that situation, but I wasn't even close to be guaranteed to draw it in that situation, so that's all good, I guess. As a trap lineup, I run triple Bribe and Solemn to keep my field presence up. Once I get Gruffer with the field spell and Skill Rain out, most decks are really low on outs, especially Chaos Dragons and Rabbit. They have to draw the MST in order to get over it, otherwise they just die of beatdown, and I want to keep that way, so I got those 4 counter traps to preserve my field presence. I run triple Record Screed for the speed, same with Hope for Escape. Hope for Escape is a nice tech. I tried it once and Long Down, Peter Gross built this build, so they convinced me to run triple, and that's what I did. So I ended up running 3 of them, and they worked out really good. What you basically want to do is draw it early game, push your opponent's life points by upstart, maybe take 1 or 2 hits, possibly from Tour Guide Sangan or something like that, and then draw between 2 and 4 cards, which is amazing. It even happened to me once that I drew 5 with it, like my opponent was on 11k life points due to 3 upset goblins, and I went down to 2,000, activated it, paid myself down to 1,000, and because the difference was 10,000, which is 5 times 2,000, I just drew 5 and went for game that turn, which is amazing. And yeah, all in all, the card worked really good, and there's triple Skill Rain, of course. I want to have Skill Rain in my first hand as much as possible and draw to it as fast as possible because it counters like 90% of the metagame. And yeah, it's a really versatile, awesome control card. That's it for the main deck. My side deck was mainly Spell Trap Hate and countering what my opponent could maybe side in against me. So first 5 cards are Spell and Trap Hate. Full House is so cool. I pulled it up. I got to activate it 4 times during tournament, and every time I got to activate it was game, which is a nice record, I think. And yeah, just in general, Full House is pretty situational, but if you activate it, it's mostly game because it kills, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 cards your opponent controls. If you're really lucky, it just kills 5, but you need a perfect field setup for that. And then I ran Gear Golem and Double Gear Town, which came in nice, but sometimes I just tend to draw the Gear Golem before I draw one of my Gear Towns, which is really improbable because I run twice as many of them, but still happens, and that sucks. That's why I thought about maybe enlarging the engine, running to triple Gear Town and maybe even a terraforming, because terraforming searches for my gates as well. just to make sure I have the gates and the gear town before I draw the golem, and because I can special golem from hand, deck, and grave. So once I get the golem out, if it hits the grave, I can get it back from there as well, and I don't have it as a death draw. Double Prohibition, still pretty versatile. Double Gozen Match shuts down Rabbit and Wind Up. And Emergency Provisions, because this deck's got a really bad timeout gameplay. Like, if it goes to time, you mostly lose. And that's why if you see the clocks running low while side decking, you might want to put this in just to make sure you have an extra out to win in time. Yeah, extra deck's pretty random. The only thing I really needed for my extra deck was Heliopolis, and I needed double of them, so I wouldn't cut one of them. I didn't run Acid Golem, of course, but I just put it in because it looks cool in this extra deck. And yeah, that's about it. Feel free to ask me additional questions. I hope I explained most of what I ran and why I ran anything. Yeah, thumbs up would be amazing, and keep watching my videos. Thanks for watching. I'm out.